So this is from Actually Kit Kat. They say, I don't have a microphone to speak with, so I'm hoping to communicate through Twitch chat instead. This deck revolves around looping Looming Terror and having it playable having it playable through do that with Mandalay's different cards that help with the check, including the character herself, Mandalay, Looming Terror, and possibly another attack. Then training Knife Strike to add Looming Terror to momentum. Play Heroic Clash. Use Terror's Enhance to add it to the top of the deck. Then Heroic Clash Enhance to draw Looming Terror while also resetting the card pool. I want to keep the deck around 50 to 55 cards to actually draw the cards I want more consistently. What I think I need help with anything is anything to help this game plan. More defensive options in case I get overwhelmed by aggro characters, and maybe even out the block zones. But that's something I consider last. Okay. So it looks like what we're trying to do here is play Looming Terror. And then you're saying, how are we putting it into our momentum? Is my question. Training Knife Strike. Add for Deadlock Enhance. Add up to 2 other attacks in your card pool to your momentum, period. Huh. That is a big ask. That is a big, big ask. But I'm here for it. Let's do some stuff. First off, I gotta say, Simply Kit Kat, you have the biggest balls of anybody I've ever seen in the My Hero community. There it is. Claps in chat for Kit Kat and their absolutely massive huevos. Holy cow. You're playing a 7-diff and a 1-check in the same deck. And that's the sickest shit of all time. That's so cool. That's incredible. That's so awesome. Okay, let's do a little looking. Let's do a little looking. What matters here? Seven or less to your carpool to momentum. Okay. So I'm doing some looking to figure out, is there an easier way to steal our momentum? Westbound, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Is there an easier way to steal said momentum? Because putting a looming into our momentum is very funny. For us this turn, your rival loses 2 health. Chat saying force quirk? I mean, that makes sense to me. Does this character discard cards? You've discarded a card. She doesn't, so we're just rejuvenating smash just cuz. How do we discard a card? The answer is currently we don't. Okay. Alright. Manifest. The thing about Manifest is it doesn't have the void symbol. We don't. I just simply thought the drawing power and health bonus is nice. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So is it crazy that maybe All for One just does this thing a little better, right? Because you just like every turn you start with the momentum. But it doesn't put the thing in face up that you want. And like the whole point is like play a foundation, play Looming Terror, so it's on a 6. We're cooking. Yeah, I don't think that currently there is a way for us to... Excuse me. I don't think currently there's a way for us to... This is kind of cool. Oh, I guess, but like that doesn't actually accomplish what we want. This card's pretty funny. Yeah, there's not really a... Actually... Well, that's a... Chat, that's too far. Does this thing do a thing? Discard a amendment, add the first card in your card pool to your hand. Almost. This card almost does what I want it to do. Almost. Okay, so let's take a look. So I think the only card that we can really add is just Force Quirk activation. Actually, Quirk combination. Is there a way to make our stuff easier to play? Maybe genuinely, this might be like the first deck that I actively want to play Summon Nomus in. Because saying that my next one just gets a little cheaper to play, like, it might just be, like, be better than, like, it could be, like, double Training Knife Strike and double Summon Nomus. Because this is just, like, another instance of Mandalay, but it actually wears 3, possibly 5 damage. Right? Like, it might be something along the lines of, like, 2 Training Knife Strikes and 2 Summon Nomus. Because, like, this card being playable in Deadlock is such a tall order. It's such a tall order for them to go to 11, and then you go, why, of course, I have Quirk combination into Looming Terror, into Training Knife Slice, to add those 2 cards to my card pool, into Heroic Class. Like, it's, like, that's such a fairy tale make-believe land. So, like, we have to, like, sometimes close out the game without it. So it might just be Summon Nomus. This got a low block. Let's look at our block zones. Looming Terror also has a 1 low block. That sucks. Why? These cards want to be played together. Why do they have the same block? Awesome. How awesome. If this thing had a high block, I actually think this would be a very cool tactic to use. Because I'm down for Summon Nomus Looming Terror. That's cool. You know, I think I realized I made my Nomu deck, my Earth one, before Looming Terror comes out. And I definitely need to make a Nomu deck with 4 of it. Asui Tasty Riff was a fairy tale, but now it isn't. Can we pick up directly from Momentum? Under Void? I don't think so. Not without being like All for One. But I can go back and double check. High end, more power, ultra regeneration. because there are lots of ways to put this in momentum. I just don't know how we're picking it back up. So the goal is, Andrew, that Looming Terror needs to be in moment. I need to attack with Looming Terror, put it in momentum from the card pool, so that in the same turn, I can use its momentum ability to add it to the top of my deck and then draw it. And then clear my card pool, draw my Looming Terror, play it on a 7. Play a Foundation, play it on a 7. Like, that's the pitch. And so getting it from the card pool to the momentum to on top of the deck to in our hand all in one turn. Because, like, easily we can do it, like, on different turns, right? Because the other thing that we can think about is if the goal is 7 and 1, right? If the goal is 7-1, this could be played under Earth as well as Evil, because this card just has it. And so maybe it might just be like, maybe it's like an Evil angle. And Mandalay's here just to make Terror easier. Is there a better character to fit what we're doing? Evil Earth character, go. Godzilla, obviously. Overhaul is pretty cool. Yo, they already have the keywords on the characters. So I like Overhaul because Overhaul says that you can pocket one of your cool moves. You just put it in your stage and then Overhaul, enhance, play it on the thing. I dig that. Maybe it's actually just supposed to be Overhaul, because I can take my Heroic Clash and just put it in my stage and not have to worry about it. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought. Maybe, hell, Evil Rappa sounds kind of cool. Because you just, like, blow up a Foundation and this just works. Right? I play my thing on a 7, blow up a Foundation, and then if it hits, you get to pick it back up. No. It's gonna be a non-throw punch. This ain't a punch. It's a Fury. Okay. Is this a punch? This is a punch? Katsukami, obviously. Kuraguri's pretty funny with it. Just joining before Squirk activation? Yeah. It is in the sideboard. My issue with the evil symbol, right? My issue with the evil symbol is that it doesn't have very good draw power. And so it might not even be like the fact that, like, Heroic Clash is the best move, but it could just be like, I play Looming Terror and then I play it for free, right? I draw a card. And so, like, under Earth, we have things that just, like, draw a bonus card. But if Heroic Clash has to stay on the table, then I think, oh, we just play Ojiro and we play a high attack and then a low attack and then play the Looming, play a high attack, play a low attack, lift our Looming, play Looming. This makes sense to me, actually. And we can give it damage? It doesn't need any more speed. We're still looking. Fourth Kind is very funny with this card. This thing becoming a 3-diff is very funny. Student of the Art makes this pretty quality too. Yeah, of course. Student of the Art, duh. Yo, we found an evil mid attack. This character's gonna go nuts with it. Ayama 2's back on the table. What 7 diff? Yeah, it might. Man, my issue is just like drawing cards, right? Because I think the other thing that we should be doing is somewhere in this deck, we need access to. I'm gonna go back to Void Foundations 1 diff. We need access to draw power, which is here. And so we easily get to take and go. I just put it in the deck. We easily go like, I have a looming in my discard pile, in my momentum. I put it on top of my deck. I draw it with calling. So I think that this is playable, right? It just is going to be like a turn or two slower. And I think that we can't just play for Magical Christmas Land. We need to, like, if this happens, that's great. I haven't seen Kit Kat type in a while. They said I'd consider switching the character. So I think if we switch the character, we have to actually switch the whole deck. Let me go check and see what Void characters also exist. You know what? Gran Torino is actually pretty fucking funny with this card. This thing's a fury. So if you full block it, I'm just gonna build it face down. And then I'll commit, discard a card, and pick it back up, make you discard a card. And then I'll play it again. Gran Torino says you always have access to this guy. Bala Painter? Hold on. Bala Pantera 6. How about a Choco 4 with more power, Hardening Barrage, or is the on-hit activation too hard? A Choco 4 with more power, Hardening Barrage, with the on-hit activation. I don't know. More power, Hardened Barrage. The on-hit activation too hard. Pantera. I don't know. Is that dealing with this Mandalay deck? Kit Kat. I need a thumbs up or thumbs down for the Torino game plan. Under Earth, he means? Yeah, but like on Earth. But Looming Terror is not a high, and that's the card we want to play. And it also isn't a charge, so I can't unflip anything. So I'd have to use her card in order to do stuff. Kit Kat, I need your help. Quick. Quick. I'm willing to try it. Okay, cool. So we're gonna make Gran Torino the guy, and I'm gonna put this in our sideboard. Just make it a 3-diff as the second attack. I'm lost. I'm gonna get stun locked here, and I'm sorry. Flip a foundation. Your high attack gets 3 speed. After your charge or high attack deals damage, ready 1. After you play your second attack or greatest turn, unflip a foundation. So that works with more power and hard barrage, or is the on-hit activation too hard? So you're saying commit more power, make it a 5-diff, play it, and then play your second and flip it because I can play The next one, it hits on unready. I'm getting stun locked. I think we should do Gran Torino. I think it should be Gran Torino. Gran Torino is also very good with training Knife Strike. If it's not blocked, they discard a card. If it is blocked, you get to build a thing down. The other thing that we get to do with Gran Torino is we get to make this a bit more of a Fury deck. And we get to play this card, which is pretty cool. Of discard a Fury from your card pool, your rival discards a card, and then this guy makes them discard a card. So let's discard sometimes half their hand if they're a 5-hander. Half their hand, rounded up. and then you hit them with a 7 damage Looming Terror for free. We also get to play Velocity Rush, and that card's sick. We're just switching it to a Void deck. We're just down. We're just playing Void decks. And Gran Torino also gets to play Rejuvenating Smash and feel great about it. Because we can discard a card during it. Pantera, that is a really cheeky idea. That's actually really cool. I actually dig that. I think we're going to go with the Gran Torino plan. But I think now that you've explained it in greater detail, I do think that that works. I do think that like play your move, more power, play Hardened Barrage, flip the thing for speed. It hits, ready, unflip. Play more power, play it again. That actually is very cool. That's very cool. Okay, what other ones are mid, or are Furies? Ultimate Combination. Airstream Driver is a pretty good one. Rebound Psychic is a pretty good one in our deck that wants momentum. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do... Does it have a low block? I don't think we get to play this one because it has a low block. Can we look at Fury high blocks real fast? What's got a high block and is also a Fury? None of them? They're all bad? They're all bad. I mean, it could just be Rewind, just to, like, stop my opponent from doing a thing. It could be this, just to draw 3 cards. I guess, like, we hit with the thing, we put in momentum, we stack it, we draw 3. Okay. So I think I'm going to kill the Summon Nomus and the Training Knife Strike. Because I think Training Knife Strike, just being Rebound Sidekick instead, is better. Let's take Rejuve down to a 2 of. And then, just because I'm trying to reduce my difficulty curve a little bit, like, I need these ones. And maybe Core Combination just goes up just because it's a better high block. More power. My next print of 5 diff gets -2 difficulty. Now that Pantera said that this idea, this tactic, it's very funny. Without limits, after my attack deals damage, my next Fury Punch gets -3 difficulty. That's very cool with this. I actually like that better than what this thing's got going on. And this is also a 3 diff. To start out with, I'm actually going to do this. We're going to do 2 of you and 4 of you. Especially because Rebound Psychic gets to steal a momentum for free. The number one thing, but momentum cost? Yeah, we're getting a momentum for free. I want to cut a lot of these 2-ofs and go see what 0 diffs we actually have. We're getting pretty momentum hungry. Yeah, we're hungry boys. I need to be Void. Reluctant role model, keeping Gary safe. A Master's Pride is pretty good. We should put it not there, but here instead. He's excited, gotcha. Okay, let's look at our ones. High end is pretty funny. Add a card to your hand, add a card from your hand to the top of your deck. Okay. Creeped out, red right's the coolest. Male bonding. I actually really like male bonding in this deck. Because I think we're supposed to just take a hit. We take a hit, we build some stuff down. Manly Passion is also pretty good, but I don't think it's going to exist in the deck. Calling for backup makes sense to me. Okay. And I don't want to look at 2 diffs. It's funny that All Worked Up is also going to work with Gran Torino to get more stats. All right, first impression, you're gone. You just don't exist anymore. Elasticity is fine. Resigned? I'm not a resigned gamer. This is held back from the Mandalay stuff. 48 cards. We need more low blocks. Thank goodness. Male bonding is a 4 of. Say more, King. Yeah, build 2 male bondings. Maybe we build down some cool attacks we can either pick up with Gran Torino, or it's more insurance in case we check a 1. Because like foundations are king. And then we're gonna see. I mean, we're gonna play 4 of this because we can discard the extra ones with this, or we could just play it. We still need more low blocks. What low blocks we got here? Block zone, low, manly, airstream. I guess it's just like 2 manly, right? What numbers you said? Around 50 to 55 cards with 18 attacks. That seems pretty scary, but I'm down for it. Around 50 to 55 cards. So I have to cut some mid blocks. Block zones, mid. Calling for backup. I mean, it's just like take Force Quirk, put it down to a 3 of, maybe a 2 of. Let's leave it for 3 of for now. And then calling at a 3 of. That's 56. That's as close to 55 as I can get without making it 55. And so that's what I'm going to do. I think Kit Kat, this is the list. I hope that you absolutely terrorize your locals with it. Because this is very funny. This, redraw this. Or just go pick them up. Yeah. Yeah, 56 sounds alright? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, man. Well, I'm gonna shoot to the list. This was one hell of a cook. This is one hell of a cook. And I will be right back.